welcome to my channel Dr. Deepa Dhake's NEET Biology, and I am Dr. Deepa Dhake, Director at Biozone Classes, Jabalpur. Today I am coming with one new topic, that is pedigree analysis, which is in continuation with our last session. So in this session we basically study about the most important topic of the principles of inheritance and variation, that is pedigree analysis. So stay connected up to the end of the video because some of the most important diseases we discuss in this session. Secondly, first I am going towards the yesterday's answers for the quiz session, and then we will begin with the today's session. So three answers for the yesterday's quiz are, the option answer for the first question is option A is a correct answer. Second question, option A is a correct answer, that is the skin color. And for third question, you remember the option D is the correct option. And for today's session, the three questions for your practice are: question 1, small t mates with capital T small t, what will be the characteristics of offspring? Option A, 75% recessive, B 50% recessive, C 25% recessive, and D all dominant. Question second, ABO blood group system is due to option A, multiple factor inheritance, B incomplete dominance, C multiple allelism, and D epistasis. Question third, a dihybrid condition is A, small t capital R small r, B capital T small r, C small t small r, and D capital T capital R small r. So students, let's begin with pedigree analysis. Pedigree analysis we all are knowing. Basically we use for the study of pattern of genetic inheritance in the family history of particular disease. So when we use the term pedigree analysis, that means you remember the pedigree analysis is only associated with particular genetic disease. And secondly, in pedigree analysis, at least 3 or 4 generations we will study for a particular trait or for that particular genetic inheritance. Now when we study about the pedigree analysis, so the pedigree analysis आप याद रखिएगा, pedigree analysis is based on some symbols. So for the expression of pedigree or for the explanation of pedigree, we have to know the different kinds of symbols which are used in pedigree. So let first we study what are the different symbols used in pedigree. The symbols which are used in pedigree, you already studied in your class 12th syllabus, and this is our ongoing crash course series for NEET 2020 exam. So only in pedigree analysis I include the most important part and the questions which are repeatedly asked in last year exams. So when we study about the symbol, so here you remember one square box is used. That square box is used for expression of male individual. The circle or spherical feature structure is used for the female, and this kind of symbol is used for the sex unspecified. Now when all these three symbols are not filled or not shaded, that means the individual is healthy and normal, the genetic disease is not appear in that individual. But when such conditions you appear, the box, circle or this structure when completely shaded और blackish color के appear हो रहे हैं आपको, in that case you remember the individual is particularly affected with the specific kind of the genetic disorder. So this thing you remember for the disease. One another symbol we used in case of female, but that is not used, that is not explained in your textbook. That symbol you remember when one dot is provided or when one half, this kind of symbols are provided. So this symbol you remember, the symbol is used for the carrier females. Carrier female means you remember the female is phenotypically normal but that female carry the gene for that particular trait in next generation, then that female is called as carrier female. Now, when in between the male and female individual, when a single line is present, then it represents the mating or a marriage in between a non-blood relatives. That means there is no relation in between the male and female in terms of their blood relations. So normal mating is this, but when the two lines are appear in between the male and female individuals during the pedigree analysis, so you remember it is called as consanguineous marriage, or it is called as a mating in between the blood relation. So this you remember for the mating in between the blood relatives. After that we study this kind of feature when we show the pedigree analysis. So in pedigree here we only show the one female and one male, but the number of progenies are to be produced. So in that case you remember if this kind of features are available, that means upon marriage or mating, this parent generation is produces for this example you remember this parent generation producing two progeny whenever you read. So one thing you remember, for reading the progeny we only follow the direction that is left to right. So for this condition you remember the first progeny is a female child and the second progeny is a male child. Secondly, if 4 or 5 progenies are provided, in that case it is quite easy to count these vertical lines. So if you easily count, because you easily count these vertical lines, so simply vertical lines count kariye. So you clearly know that how many progenies are produced by the mating between male and female individual, or how many progenies are produced in first generation, second generation and many more generations. So this part you remember, okay. Now if this kind of sign is there, this is only one sign is male child is showing here. So upon mating you remember the parents are responsible for the production of affected progeny. Affected progeny in this case the male child, you remember male child कैसे appear हो रहे हैं यहाँ पे, male child is appear as a affected male child. So that part you remember. And then if this kind of sign is provided instead of this, that means the total 5 progenies are produced by the parents, but all these 5 progenies are unaffected offsprings, or they are the normal offsprings. That means the genetic disease is not appear in these individuals. So now you clear what are the symbols, because if you clear about the symbols, then only you can understand the charts of the pedigree, because in most of the exams whatever questions are asked about the pedigree. So for pedigree आप याद रखिए, one chart is provided and then question is asked for whether the trait is dominant, autosomal recessive, X chromosomal inheritance, and whether it is X chromosomal dominant or recessive. So that part you remember. Now when we finish the symbols, after that we come towards the types of genetic disorders, because pedigree अब ये clear है कि pedigree is the analysis of family history for a particular genetic trait. So genetic disorders are basically of two types: Mendelian disorders and chromosomal disorders. Chromosomal disorder means particularly in autosomes, due to addition or deletion of chromosome, some changes are take place in number, or sometimes the changes is take place in the structure of chromosome. So here you remember the genetic disorder is a Mendelian disorder and chromosomal disorder. In this chapter we basically focused on the Mendelian disorder, that is hemophilia, and आप study कर रहे हैं, number of examples are provided here. So here you remember Mendelian disorder due to alteration. What are the Mendelian disorder? This thing you remember, when the alteration or mutation is take place in a single gene, not in a chromosome. If the entire chromosome is changed, either the chromosome is added, chromosome is deleted, chromosome is inverted, inversion में जाते हैं chromosome, or the chromosome undergoes in translocation phenomena. If the entire change take place in chromosome, in that case you remember that change is called, disease is called as chromosomal disorder. But when the change is only appear or mutation is only appear in a single gene which is located on a particular chromosome, then you remember that disorders or diseases are associated with Mendelian disorder. Secondly, Mendelian inheritance आपने पढ़ा हुआ है, जो स्टूडेंट्स आज जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने आज ज्वाइन किया है, so those students can go through the Mendelian disorders video. वहाँ पे दिया एक्सप्लेन किया है कि how does the Mendelian inheritance is governed, monohybrid, dihybrid, different types of crosses and inheritance के principles study किए. So you can go through those video also. तो यहाँ पे देखिए Mendelian disorder, as Mendel explained the pattern of inheritance in Mendelian inheritance, exactly in the same way this single gene is also follow the same pattern of inheritance, and that's why these disorders are called as Mendelian disorder. Now example, you mug up all these examples because this question is also asked, which of the following is not a Mendelian disorder or which of the following is a Mendelian disorder. So this list of the Mendelian disorder is here. So you go through these examples. Hemophilia, commonly bleeders disease or royal disease कह रहे हैं, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, color blindness, phenylketonuria, thalassemia. These are the some examples are mainly associated. These examples are mainly associated with Mendelian disorder because in all these examples or all these diseases only the single gene is affected. This part you clearly remember. And some of the disease यहाँ पे याद रखिएगा, Mendelian disorder may be caused because of the autosome or it may be resulted due to the sex-linked chromosome. Sex-linked chromosome means either due to X chromosome or Y chromosome. In your syllabus, the X-linked inheritance is only provided. So that's why we mainly study about the X chromosomal inheritance और X-linked inheritance. And in X-linked inheritance जो आपको mainly study करना है, that we study about the X-linked recessive inheritance. तो color blindness and hemophilia जो predominantly आप study करेंगे, that you remember the color blindness and hemophilia is predominantly associated with X chromosomal as well as they are recessive inheritance और the recessive diseases or disorders. ये याद रखिएगा, clear है. Now we come towards the chromosomal disorder. Chromosomal disorder are clear है, when the disorder is caused due to addition or deletion of the chromosome. Addition of chromosome means trisomy and tetrasomy पढ़ते हैं. Actually this is one extra class is actually required for the explanation of how the chromosomal numbers are changed, and that part we study under mutation, that what is aneuploidy, what is euploidy, what is polyploidy and how the chromosomes are changed. Here we only discuss about the important part, so I am not going in detail part for that purpose. So here you remember due to addition or deletion of chromosome. When the chromosome is added, chromosome number may be 47. So human में 46 से chromosome कितने हो जाएंगे? 47. If the one chromosome is deleted, complete deleted, so instead of 46 the chromosome number may be 45. So that kind of changes when take place, तब आप उसको क्या कह रहे हैं? Chromosomal disorder. ठीक है. अब जब chromosomal disorder आप study करते हैं, so they may be due to aneuploidy or polyploidy. Aneuploidy means when only one or two chromosome, 23 pairs of chromosome we are having, and from 23 pairs of chromosome, from any of the pair of chromosome, either one or two chromosome when added or deleted, then it is called as aneuploidy. But when a complete set of chromosome is added, then that condition is called as polyploidy. One set of chromosome added, so it is called triploidy, tetraploidy, hexaploidy, octaploidy. Number of examples आप study करते हैं. So here we study about the chromosomal disorder. Chromosomal disorders यहाँ पे देखिएगा, 3 examples are provided in your textbook. So first is a Down syndrome. Down syndrome you remember Langdon Down के name पे ये syndrome provided है. And here you remember trisomy. Trisomy का meaning है in diploid set of chromosome, one chromosome is an extra chromosome. So which one numbers chromosome? Here you remember when the 21 number chromosome, the trisomy of 21, ट्राइसोमी ऑफ 21st क्रोमोसोम और 21 नंबर पे जो क्रोमोसोम है वो अगर एडिशनली प्रेजेंट है, दैट मींस वन पेयर ऑफ 21 क्रोमोसोम नॉर्मली and the person affected by Down syndrome disease, in that person 21 नंबर के कितने क्रोमोसोम्स होंगे? 3 chromosomes are present for the 21 chromosome, 21 number of chromosomes. So Down syndrome, you remember the Down syndrome, features of Down syndrome as it is, you mug up through the NCERT because questions are asked from those symptoms part. So here you remember identical features आपके हैं. Identical features में आप याद रखिएगा spatial palm crease and tongue आपका bifurcated tongue, psychometric, social and mental retardation is there, and spatial palm crease are appear. So these are some features of Down syndrome. Down syndrome, you remember trisomy of 21 chromosome. Now we come towards the second disorder, chromosomal disorder, that is a Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome, whenever you study, you always remember the Klinefelter syndrome is a X chromosomal syndrome and it is a trisomy of X chromosome. That means the chromosome number in Down syndrome also 47, but यहाँ पे आपका ऑटोसोम का नंबर इंक्रीज हो रहा है. Here the trisomy of X chromosome, that means the chromosome number deployed is 47. In male individual XXY and in females XXX. females में आप पढ़ते हैं ट्रिपल एक्स सिंड्रोम. ट्रिपल एक्स सिंड्रोम भी आपका किससे रिलेटेड है? क्लिनफिल्टर सिंड्रोम इन फीमेल्स. द क्लिनफिल्टर सिंड्रोम्स अगर आप स्टडी कर रहे हैं, so predominantly these individuals are male individuals and they show one entire, this term you remember, they show some female features in body and that is called as gynecomastia. So gynecomastia is an identical feature of the male individuals affected by Klinefelter syndrome. Now next is Turner syndrome. Turner syndrome आप स्टडी कर रहे हैं. Turner syndrome when take place, the individual developing progeny is always be female. Klinefelter syndrome individuals are male and यहाँ पे याद रखिए Turner syndrome individual is always female. Clear? Because 2n-1 one X chromosome get deleted and because of the deletion of one X chromosome, combination of heterosome is XO or X0 आप कह रहे हैं. So X0 is there because one another X chromosome is deleted and here you remember जो disease में person है, that person show the entire chromosome number, the diploid chromosome number is 45. So for this you go through the characters, you go through the deletion of which chromosome as well as what is the chromosome number. So Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome and Turner syndrome. Now we come towards the X chromosomal inheritance. When we study about the heterosomal inheritance, so in last class of sex determination, we studied about that the heterosomes in females are XX and in males are XY. So in female, when the genetic inheritance caused by sex chromosome, so it is only caused by X chromosome. But in males, the genetic inheritance or due to sex chromosome, if it is caused, so it is caused by X chromosome as well as by Y chromosome. X chromosomal inheritance आपको study करना है. Y chromosomal inheritance is called as Holendrick inheritance और Holendrick diseases आप कहते हैं, that is not in our syllabus. So here you remember X chromosomal inheritance के two examples we are going to study. The first example is color blindness. Now what is color blindness? Color blindness, first you remember it is X chromosomal inheritance. Secondly, it is a recessive disorder. Recessive disorder means it only express in male individual. Females में कब expressed होगा disease? When both the X chromosomes carry the gene for color blindness, then only the female show the character or the expression of the particular phenotype. So that part you remember. Now X chromosomal inheritance when take place for a color blindness disease. So here you remember the person is failed to discriminate or differentiate between the red and green color, and it is mainly due to a development or a cause of defect in cone cells of the eyes. So you remember the structure of eye. So eye में आपके पास cone and rod cells हैं. When these cone cells get defected due to the mutation or due to the X chromosomal inheritance, then the disease is caused and the person is failed to discriminate between the red and green color. After that, when we appear the ratio of male and female progeny, so mostly you remember the X chromosomal recessive inheritance predominantly present in males because they only have a single X chromosome. But in female individual, females में याद रखिएगा, a very less percent is present because when both the X chromosome carry the gene for disease. then only the gene show the phenotypic expression or diseases appear. So ये रेशो ऑब्जेक्टिव के लिए बिल्कुल नीट के लिए याद करके रखिए. 8% male individuals and 0.4% females are appear for a color blindness. Now यहाँ पे देखिए, when will this question is already asked in previous exam कि what is the pattern of X chromosomal recessive inheritance. X chromosomal recessive inheritance का जो पैटर्न है वो आप याद रखिए. यहाँ पे क्या है, from carrier mother means out of 2 X chromosome only 1 X chromosome when carry the gene for disease, then the phenotypically mother is normal but it carry the gene for that disease, so such females are called as carrier mother. So the disease is transferred from carrier mother to the male child. carrier mother से female child में कभी भी disease transfer नहीं होती है, याद रखिएगा. from carrier mother disease is transferred towards the male child. Why it is not transfer in female child? Because यहाँ पे देखिए combinations है. females are show 3 genotype, normal XX, carrier XCX for the color blindness, and disease the XCXC. 2 X chromosome in female, one comes from the male parent and one comes from its male parent and second from the female parent. When the mother is carrier and father is disease, then only the female is disease. Otherwise the father is normal and mother is carrier. In that case the developing जो female child होगा, either the female child is 50% female child may be normal or the 50% male child may be carrier. बट याद रखिएगा यहाँ पे डिजीज्ड प्रोजेनी आपकी कभी भी कॉज नहीं होंगे, तो ये पार्ट याद रखें. मेल इंडिविजुअल्स आर ओनली शोइंग द 2 टाइप्स ऑफ जीनोटाइप. आइदर द मेल इंडिविजुअल्स आर नॉर्मल or they may be disease. Male never be carrier because they only carry a single X chromosome. So this part you remember, these genotype you remember for solving the pedigree analysis. And now we come towards the second disorder, X chromosomal inheritance, that is hemophilia. So students, now we study hemophilia. So in hemophilia, as we all know, hemophilia is commonly called as bleeder's disease because due to mutation phenomena, predominantly you remember one of the protein of cascade system we use the term when the number of proteins are required or one number of enzymes are required for the particular mechanism or reaction. So in one of the hemophilia, one of the protein of cascade system is completely absent or stopped to produced in body, and because of that this disease of hemophilia is appear. Bleeder's disease, as we are using the another name because the continuously bleeding is take place from the body in normal cuts and damaged part because of the complete absence of the clotting phenomena. So hemophilia predominantly आप याद रखिए the disease in which the process of clotting or coagulation is not to be take place. That disease is called as hemophilia. Hemophilia, again you see the hemophilia is a sex-linked recessive trait. Sex-linked chromosomes, when we use the 2 chromosome X and Y raised in mind. So here you remember the hemophilia is also linked with the X chromosome. Again similar to color blindness, this disease is also from a carrier mother is always be unaffected. So from an unaffected carrier mother it transfer or inherited to some of the male progeny, that is normally in 50% male progeny there is a chance of transfer or inheritance of the disease. Again here you remember the single protein of cascade system is affected the entire clotting phenomena. Some of the synonyms we use, the disease is called as royal disease because the first time disease were discovered in the royal family of Queen Victoria, and the Queen Victoria, you remember, Queen Victoria is a carrier for the hemophilia. Now the disease is called as bleeder's disease because due to absence of clotting phenomena, the regular bleeding is take place and sometimes lead to the death of the person. Christmas disease, another name for the hemophilia, because normally 2 types of hemophilia we study, hemophilia A and hemophilia B. The most common type of hemophilia आप याद रखिएगा, common type of hemophilia is a hemophilia B, which is caused by the absence of ninth factor. So due to absence of ninth clotting factor, the disease is appear. The factor 9 is commonly called as Christmas factor, and because of that the disease is also called as Christmas disease. In circulation part you already study about the different kinds of clotting factor. So among those clotting factor, one of the ninth factor is there. When it is absent, then the disease is caused, that is the hemophilia B. So this much you remember for the general introductory form of the hemophilia. And how does the pattern of inheritances take place, that we study separately, that how the color blindness, what are the combination, if the father is normal and mother is carrier, if the father is disease and mother is carrier, then what are the percentage of progeny. So that is the separate part that we discuss separately. For the disease, X-linked inheritance disease, this much you remember for the hemophilia. Now we come towards one of the another important disease that we study along with the pedigree analysis. So that disease you remember, sickle cell anemia. Now first two disease जो आपने study किए हैं, color blindness and hemophilia अभी तक study किए हैं students हमने. So both the disease you remember, these both the diseases are associated with sex-linked recessive trait or X chromosomal diseases. But the sickle cell anemia and thalassemia, phenylketonuria also provided in NCERT, but already we finished the phenylketonuria in our previous session. So for that purpose you can go through that session or the video of that session. तो यहाँ पे देखिए हम सिकल सेल एनीमिया पढ़ते हैं. नॉर्मल देखिए सिकल सेल एनीमिया, ऑटोसोमल रिसेसिव इनहेरिटेंस आप पढ़ते हैं. इन ऑटोसोमल रिसेसिव इनहेरिटेंस द कंफ्यूजन रेज फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट, बिकॉज यहाँ पर आप पढ़ रहे हैं मदर इज ओनली कैरियर. सो इन एक्स लिंक्ड इनहेरिटेंस मदर इज द ओनली कैरियर, बट द डिजीज व्हेन कैरिड बाय ऑटोसोम, autosomal inheritance, 22 pair of autosomes are similar in male and female. So autosomal inheritance में याद रखिए carrier may be mother as well as may be father. So both the parent may be carrier for the autosomal trait. So sickle cell anemia कब appear होगा progeny में? When both the parents are heterozygous. Heterozygous का meaning है कि when both the parents are carrier for the disease. And why both parents are carrier? Because disease is carried by the autosomal chromosome. So यहाँ पे combination देखिएगा parents का, HbA is a normal hemoglobin and HbS is a show करते हैं आप gene for the sickle cell anemia. So when one gene is a normal and one gene is for sickle cell anemia, both the parents are heterozygous, then there is a possibility of 50% progeny to be 25% progeny, there is a possibility of 25% progeny to develop as a sickle cell anemia. So this part you remember. Now when we study about the sickle cell anemia, so this thing you remember, sickle cell anemia is a qualitative, ये बिल्कुल याद करके रखिएगा नीट के लिए. Sickle cell anemia is a qualitative disease. Qualitative means only the quality of hemoglobin is changed, but the amount of hemoglobin which is to be produced in a human or any individual, that is the same as it is produces in the normal person. So quality of hemoglobin is changed, amount of hemoglobin or quantity of hemoglobin is not to be changed. And secondly, what is the reason behind the sickle cell anemia? So that you see, the sickle cell anemia is caused due to, यहाँ पे आप देखिए, आप यहाँ पे स्टडी कर रहे हैं, these 1 2 3 4 नंबर्स के फॉर्म में शो किया है. दिस इज द बीटा ग्लोबिन चेन. हीमोग्लोबिन का स्ट्रक्चर आपको अगर क्लियर होगा, सो हीमोग्लोबिन आप पढ़ते आ रहे हैं. हीमोग्लोबिन इज मेड अप ऑफ 4 पॉलीपेप्टाइड चेन, 2 अल्फा पॉलीपेप्टाइड्स एंड 2 बीटा पॉलीपेप्टाइड. So 2 beta polypeptide chains in globin and 2 alpha polypeptide chains in globin. So when beta globin chain undergoes in mutation and beta globin chain में mutation कहाँ पे cause होगा ये याद रखिए. The 6th number amino acid of the beta globin chain when undergoes in mutation or substitution. So this part you remember, mutation किसके through cause हो रहा है? It is caused because of the base substitution, means one base is replaced by the another nitrogenous base at the 6th number in DNA as well as in RNA. Then the effect is appear in the 6th number of amino acid, so that the responsible for the disease. Now here what is happening? This is the genotype for the normal hemoglobin and this is for the sickle cell hemoglobin. Normal hemoglobin में देखिए gene when we write, that means this is the sequence of the DNA, that because the genes are always present on DNA. तो यहाँ पे देखिए at 6th number position जो ट्रिपलेट है आपका, दैट ट्रिपलेट शो द कॉम्बिनेशन GAG and CTC in normal hemoglobin, and when this DNA undergoes in RNA synthesis, so in RNA synthesis CTC is only participate. ये सब पार्ट आप ऑलरेडी स्टडी कर चुके हैं. So CTC is only participate and it undergoes in mRNA synthesis. So in normal hemoglobin, when the mRNA synthesis is take place, the normal hemoglobin mRNA show the GAG for normal hemoglobin, but when the base substitution is take place at the level of RNA, so in GAG A is replaced by U. So here you remember this part, when the A is replaced by U, so the GAG is replaced by GUG at the level of mRNA. At the level of DNA, CTC is replaced by CAC. So while providing the answers for this section, pay attention whether the question is asking for RNA or for DNA. If question is for DNA, so this may be changed. If the question is for RNA, mostly RNA and proteins, amino acids के लिए questions आए हैं. So GAG replaced by GUG, and because of that base substitution in normal hemoglobin at 6th number of amino acid, क्या है आपके पास glutamic amino acid और glutamate आप कह रहे हैं. So glutamic amino acid of 6th number position is become replaced by the valine. तो instead of glutamic acid किसका formation होगा? Instead of glutamic acid valine is formed, and as the valine synthesis is take place due to this base substitution, so because of that you remember the oxygen tension is developed on the surface of RBC, and it result in the change in shape of RBC. Because of that what is happening? The normal biconcave shape है human में RBC का. So the biconcave shape of RBC आपका change किस में हो रहा है? Sickle shape RBC, and because of that the surface area for hemoglobin is decreases, and the person become anemic. Anemia is caused due to development of sickle shape RBC. That's why we provide the name that is a sickle cell anemia. So this thing you remember. The most important thing is this part. You go through the diagram provided, the same diagram provided in NCERT. So you go through that diagram, number of time you revise that diagram, because that is the most important diagram for your upcoming NEET examination. So this thing you remember, and again I revise that the sickle cell anemia is a kind of qualitative disease. Now we come towards the second autosomal recessive trait, that is a thalassemia. Thalassemia आप याद रखिएगा. Thalassemia is again autosomal linked recessive disease because it is caused by mutation in 16th chromosome or in 11th chromosome. Thalassemia में याद रखिएगा how the thalassemia differ from sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia में जो बीटा ग्लोबिन चेन फॉर्म हो रहे हैं, those are form normal amount में फॉर्म हो रहे हैं, but they are the defective beta globin chain. But in thalassemia either the alpha globin or beta globin is stopped to synthesize. जब बीटा और अल्फा ग्लोबिन चेन के सिंथेसिस होना बंद होगी तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप ये याद रखिए अमाउंट ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन और अमाउंट ऑफ जो आपका ग्लोबिन है दैट इज ग्रेजुअली डिक्रीजेस. देयरफॉर थैलेसीमिया को आप पढ़ते हैं कि थैलेसीमिया इज अ क्वांटिटेटिव प्रॉब्लम because when in person thalassemia is caused, so the synthesis of hemoglobin is automatically stopped. Now how does it take place? Again यहाँ पे देखिए similar to sickle cell anemia, when both the parents are heterozygous for the disease, then only progeny show this inheritance. After this, thalassemia is of two types, thalassemia A and thalassemia B, or it is called as alpha thalassemia and beta type of thalassemia. Alpha thalassemia आप पढ़ते हैं, it is because of the chromosome number 16. On chromosome number 16 two genes are located. These two genes are HBA1 and HBA2, and when these both genes or any one gene undergoes, कहाँ पे जा रहे हैं, they undergoes in mutation or deletion. NCERT state one or all four. Why four? Because two genes from the maternal side and two genes from the paternal side, so total 4 genes. So when these genes undergoes in mutation or deletion, so they stop the synthesis of alpha type, means alpha hemoglobin जो chain है, alpha chain of the globin molecule stop to synthesize, and the disease is said to be alpha thalassemia. When we come towards the beta thalassemia you remember it is caused because of the mutation or deletion of the single gene. That gene is located on chromosome 11. This chromosome 11 show the presence of one single gene HBB, and because of the mutation or deletion, the beta globin chain of the hemoglobin stop to synthesize, and in that case thalassemia B or beta thalassemia is caused. Again यहाँ पे याद रख लीजिएगा, thalassemia is a quantitative problem. ये last line in thalassemia provided है आपका पैराग्राफ में NCERT में. That was the most important line. Its sickle cell anemia is a qualitative inheritance, whereas the thalassemia is a quantitative inheritance. तो I hope ये जितना भी आज हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है, पेडिग्री एनालिसिस फॉर सिंबल स्टडी किए हैं, देन 2 टाइप्स ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस आपने स्टडी किए हैं, मेंडेलियन एंड क्रोमोसोमल. क्रोमोसोमल डिसऑर्डर्स हम पहले ही पढ़ चुके हैं, न्यूमेरिकल डिसऑर्डर्स भी हम कहते हैं. सो इन दैट पार्ट हमने स्टडी किया था डाउन सिंड्रोम, टर्नर सिंड्रोम एंड क्लिनफिल्टर सिंड्रोम, and then we discuss about the Mendelian inheritance. Okay, in this part I am not going to explain how the ratio of progeny, disease progeny, normal progeny, carrier progeny or male and female child is vary, because if I go to explain all these parts, the lecture is very, session is too big. And again आप लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा लॉन्ग सेशंस भी पसंद आते नहीं है, और आप एक बहुत ज़्यादा सिटिंग कर भी नहीं पाते हैं. दैट्स वाई एक नॉर्मल टाइम लिमिट के सेशंस में लेकर आ रही हूँ कि आप लोगों का टाइम भी सेव होगा और कम समय में ज्यादा से ज्यादा पार्ट आप लोग रिवाइज कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, सो विद दिस आई फिनिश माय टुडेज सेशन. अगेन जो न्यू स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको अगर पसंद आ रहा है तो चैनल को आप सब्सक्राइब करिए. सब्सक्राइब करने में बिल्कुल भी हेजिटेशन करने की जरूरत नहीं है. सो सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल, like my videos as well as share my videos, and if you have any doubts, if you have any queries, please write in comment box, so I will give the answers for each and every queries. By that time, stay blessed and stay motivated.